Hi, welcome to New Pioneer Presents. We've got some meat on the grill today, and I'm here with Maurice Finn, Meat and Seafood Manager at New Pioneer Co-op. I'm Theresa Carbrey, the Education Director. Got some interesting products today. We got meat and we got a few vegetables. Let's take a look. Maurice, what have we got here? This is a big
We've got an
steak.
organic fed 1.5-inch thick porterhouse here, Theresa. You know
And this
what?
will feed like 10 people, right?
Yeah, it'll feed a few people, or one big hungry man. I think we ought to get this thing on the grill. How about
All
you?
right, it's going to be big, and I think it's going to take some time to cook.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to cook.
All right, we'll put that on. All right,
We're going to keep that rare, and that should be anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes per side.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it and take a look over here at what else we brought today.
We've got a couple of New York strips here.
So these are good on the grill?
These are excellent on the grill. Some boneless Iowa chops here, which are also good on the grill. Some hot Italian sausage, which a lot of people around here don't use as a sandwich, but I do. Some boneless chicken breasts. These are organic. And some Jamaican jerk pork.
So these are like pork chops, or?
Yeah, they're boneless pork chops, and that's a Jamaican jerk seasoning that we put over them that we sell at the co-op. And you can buy them just the way they are and take them home and just flip them on the grill or bake them.
So we have them already in the sauce.
Already in the sauce.
At the store.
At the
we also
store.
have chicken breasts too, don't we?
Correct.
In the same seasoning?
We have boneless chicken breasts too. Just
so
like
how hot is it?
The main ingredient, jalapenos.
And also, let's see, what else? Onion and...
Onion, little garlic, some vegetables.
Allspice. This is the Jamaican approach to grilling, the jerk seasoning.
Right.
And, you know, that was interesting because the Cormati tribe in Africa was very fond of pork with this kind of seasoning. And when they were enslaved and brought to the New World, they brought this tradition to Jamaica. And in Jamaica, they have the half barrels of cut steel, sort of like, well, roasters. And so every fast food stand in Jamaica features jerk. It's very popular there, and it's coming our way.
It sure is.
So thanks for bringing it to the co-op. I hear
No problem.
it's going well. There is also, as well, for persons that like, I see here hot Jamaican jerk spice grilling paste in the grocery department. So let's see what it says for ingredients. Lemon juice, vinegar, chili peppers, allspice, garlic, onion, salt, black pepper, spices, and habanero. So you can bet this is going to be some fire. But you know, my 10-year-old liked it.
Your kid did?
Yeah, he
That's
did.
pretty good.
He's a pretty sophisticated guy. But so it's not just...
Not too many little ones like hot stuff like that.
Well, it's not out of the world hot.
Well...
So that's good. Well, shall we put some more things on the grill here? Here, these chicken breasts look really great.
They are. They're excellent. There's no waste to them. They're about 98% fat-free, which makes them real low in cholesterol.
Are these from the folks down Kelowna way?
Yes, these are from Kevin Yoder.
So he feeds organically and they're free of hormones and antibiotics?
Correct, correct.
Chickens get to walk around on the ground and catch bugs?
Yes,
That's how we like
we
it.
carry a full line of free-range chicken. And we think it's a little tastier. It's a lot better for you because there's no growth hormones in it or antibiotics.
Also clean and visceration.
Right.
That's worth a lot. That means a
It's
lot.
the way chicken used to taste.
So convenient to have it in a breast, so you can just throw it on the cutting board and slice it, or you know, wrap it in a little bit of bacon and broil it. What do you like to do?
I like to put an oriental seasoning on it and grill it, or pan fry it with just a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick. And the oriental seasoning is just excellent. And you can also buy that down at the co-op, and it's already made.
So, yeah, there's a number of things you're doing with chicken breasts where you sort of season them up.
We have one with a hot Italian sausage seasoning on it also.
On the chicken breast? Well, that's probably good. Chicken breasts are just pretty darn popular and
Pretty
so
versatile.
convenient. Yeah, that's
They are,
right.
yeah.
Everybody likes to have some chicken.
It's the #1 selling part off the chicken too. Everybody likes the breast.
Well, you don't have to fuss a lot if you can just buy it already fixed.
That's true.
Let's put some more stuff on the grill. What are we going to do here?
Oh, let's see here now.
So we've got so when you prepare the pork with the jerk sauce on it, you can just go ahead and put that right on the grill with the sauce on it. Okay.
We can do that.
For my part, I'm bringing some vegetables and a little bit of bread along. So trying out a fun idea here, I've got a clove of garlic. And I'm going to paint it all over with some good olive oil. And I've husked most of the outer shell off of this particular this particular head of garlic.
Boy, this jerk seasoning smells so good.
Yeah, I had that jerk, the jerk chicken, and I just put it in a frying pan and cooked it right up. Had it with a little rice. That made it very good. Okay,
I think I'm going to throw those Italian sausage right on there with it.
Okay, and so here goes my head of garlic. And what we hope to do with the clove of garlic is we're going to grill it, and then we're going to take that tender roasted garlic from inside the cloves and have it on some bread. So here this goes.
Got ourselves a little fire going there.
Okay, and here's some vegetables. So whatever vegetables are fresh, your favorite in season, so easy. Just give it a little pat of olive oil. And of course, as it's cooking, well, you can give it another little pat as you go, or you could use salad dressing, say Italian salad dressing. Make it good. Help round out the meal. So we'll put that on too.
Get a nice assortment of things on there.
Yeah. And some of the things you put on the grill, while you want to judge. Now these, we'll see if how quick these get done. We don't really need to cook them really hard. And of course, there's lots of things you can do if you have a vegetable that's a little firmer textured. Why people can sometimes even put potatoes on the grill. They'll steam them ahead of time. Do you have to do that?
Yeah, we cook potatoes on the grill all the time.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. I'm not too familiar with potatoes on the grill, but of course
we do it a little bit different. We take and first we wash down the potato and then we open it up, and then we stuff the inside with butter and a little bit of onion, and then we close it back up and wrap it in aluminum foil.
Ah, so how long does that take then?
About 45 minutes.
That's good.
So that's a good thing to start first.
All right. Okay. So remember to soak your skewers. I have little wooden skewers on here, and that will help keep them from flaming up. Okay, so how are we doing on our grill situation here?
Oh, we're just cooking right along here. T-bone's got a little ways to go. It's so thick.
Uh-huh.
Get a little bit of a flare up there.
So now when we're looking at these Italian sausages, which come both hot and sweet, which is more popular anyway, the hot or the sweet?
The hot is.
You think they're putting on pizza?
Oh, I think they put a lot of it on pizza. They put it in spaghetti and lasagna. Just make sandwiches out of it. It's excellent as a sandwich.
I always think it would be good if
mustard and onion.
Or I always think if it had spaghetti sauce on pasta, and then you had your Italian sausages on the grill, you could take them and slice them in little ringlets, you know, and put that on top of your spaghetti. That would be really good.
I cook mine up and then I slice it into just small pieces and mix it right in with the sauce.
That would be good.
That gives it a nice Italian flavor to it.
So now, to prepare your sausages, and of course this is true of the bratwurst too, you've pre-cooked these, haven't you?
Yes, I have. The reason you do that is when you take a raw sausage and throw it on a grill like this, the casing will split on you, and pretty soon you've got sausage falling through the grill. Whereas if you boil them first, then the casing won't split. And then when you boil them, it actually is better for you because then you know they're well done all the way through instead of trying to cut them apart and find out if they're still pink in the middle.
So you boil your bratwurst in beer?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Or the sausages you could have sort of in water or beer, either one?
Mm-hmm. You can also take those Italian sausages and soak them in wine. And they come out pretty good that way.
Is that right? With wine, huh? Okay, so here, now I'm using a tong to handle some of these things. Get in here. Baby over here, I'll let you get that.
You want to turn it?
Yeah, turn that baby over. And in some of the discussions, you'll see people and they'll say, well, we should take a fork and that's the best way to turn the meat. But I've sort of been advised the best way to go is with tongs, because that way you can pick the product up, turn it over, and not stick it full of holes. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes forks have a tendency to stick in the meat too, and they just don't come out real easy.
All right, so we've talked about testing for doneness. Okay, I can see the sausages are coming along now with the simmering inside the casing.
Yeah, they are. They're just starting to
Our
get a little
sausages
warm
are
right there.
Our sausages are in natural casings, and are made right in the shop. That's a neat thing about the New Pioneer is that we grind our own meat. We prepare our own sausages from scratch. So tell us how that works. Most meat operations you see are getting their meat in sort of in boxes already cut.
Correct.
But I see people back there, of course, actually working on the. How do we get it? In quarter?
We get ours
size,
in quarters. We get what's called hanging beef, and we get our pork and our lamb the same way. So we break it down the old-fashioned way at New Pioneer.
And actually, so there's a little more handwork, but maybe better.
There's a lot more handwork.
Better control, better quality.
We think it's a better quality. It's all natural. None of our beef has any chemicals in it. None of our pork does either, or the lamb.
You know, it really makes a difference in the flavor of the pork.
That's correct.
For those persons who eat small amounts of meat, you want to have the very best quality, and choosing that which is without the hormones and antibiotics is really the way to go. So I see you grinding the sausages. So this is the pork. Pork is the dominant meat in sausages.
Pork's the dominant meat in most of the sausages. You can make a beef sausage. And we've done that several times. We get a call for it once in a while. And it does make a good sausage, but pork seems to make a little bit better.
We even have low-fat kind of sausages, turkey sausages and stuff, right?
Yes, we get those.
Where do you find those?
We get them out of a place in Maine. We have them air freighted in, and they're all natural and organic also.
That's good. You can get them in the freezer case.
Correct.
So you won't see them in the meat case. How are we doing over here? Things are coming along.
We're getting a little bit of a flare up on this thing here, so I'm going to stick him up here for a minute or two and let that thing cool down.
Okay. Oh, the sausages look real good. Let's see how my garlic's doing.
How's your garlic doing?
I think the garlic's going to take a bit longer than some of our other products, but we'll see how it works. This is looking good. Okay. So to go along with, now we're coming down, when you get down to the last couple minutes here, sometimes when you're working with a shish kebab, say you have a very fine quality steak, but you weren't really planning to buy every single person a steak. So you take that steak and just cut it in cubes, and then marinate it in a little bit of salad dressing, then make a shish kebab. So and you could have this threaded, as I have over here, alternating. You know, you could have meat, mushroom, squash,
we make
and
kebabs
so
right
forth.
at the store and sell
That's right.
And we use cherry tomatoes just like that. We use pearl onions, and we use mushroom caps, and we use red and green peppers.
That makes it easy. There's sort of two schools of thought, you know. One is that you should have all the tomatoes on one skewer and all the meat on the next skewer, because then you can cook the meat just how the meat should be, and then you put the peppers and the cherry tomatoes. Many schools of thought on this. In this case, because the cherry tomatoes are so well delicate and more vulnerable, we're going to put them on just at the last minute, just barely warm them up, give them a little bit of good grill flavor.
Looks like we got some of our fall critters out here.
Yeah, well, what do you think about grilling? Are you going to put your grill away when the...
Oh, no, I grill all winter.
Well, I know there's a lot of enthusiasm for grilling over through the football season, and that runs pretty long. So
I get pretty hungry for some grilled items in January.
In January, you're out there firing it up?
Yeah, last year, New Year's Day, we smoked a turkey. Which was quite the thing, because it took us about 4 hours and about 20 pounds of charcoal.
Well, is there any tips you'd like to give? Now, in this case, we're lucky to have a gas-powered grill. I know there's some various techniques to advise on working with the charcoal, sort of get it started and then let it come to such a condition that the coals are red and there's just a little white ash on them.
That's very correct.
That's about where you want to be.
I like to use some apple chips, soak them in water, and also like to use mesquite. And you also soak that in water.
When do you do that?
Pardon?
When do you throw that in?
Right before you put the meat on.
And then because they're wet, they kind of smoke.
It gives it a nice smoke flavor. It comes up. And the apple gives it a real nice sweet flavor. Apple chips are really nice.
I never tried that. So part of what's happening when you're working with the grilling is to try to get an idea of how close or how far you are from the grill.
Right.
So give me some ideas how you'd like it to be. So are we about the right distance here on this one? We're about I would say we're what?
About 3 inches.
3 inches, 4 inches?
Yeah, somewhere around in there. Enough so that you can get a little dripping, maybe get a little flare-up, because flare-up sears the meat and it'll seal all the juices on the inside instead of watching them run down into your grill. Makes for a juicier steak instead of a dried piece of meat.
Okay, and another thing I'm going to work on today, we're going to put a little bread on the grill, and I guess everybody does that. You got your tin foil, slice your bread. So easy to drizzle it with olive oil. If you have the patience, I take a little bit of garlic, cloves, and crush that into your oil. You might even warm that on the stove if you like, and then paint that bread all the way up and down, wrap it in tin foil, pop it in the top of the grill. This grill does have a lid. Are you a kind of guy that likes to put the lid down here?
No, I'm not. I like to watch what's cooking.
When do you see? So maybe what kind of circumstances are people need the grill down? Is that for?
Oh, with a lot of flare up or a real hot fire.
Or for if you were cooking something over a longer period of time too?
Yes, that would definitely
like
be a good
your turkey.
reason. Yeah, like a turkey. A turkey would be a good reason to have the grill down, just to keep the heat at a constant.
Okay. So how are you going to know if this is done? You're going to do some testing here?
On which one?
Oh, yeah. We're getting there, aren't we? How's
Yeah,
it
I'm
looking?
timing the steak.
He's timing the steak. So
Trying to run it about 6 to 8 minutes on each side, and that should keep it sufficiently rare.
okay, so it's pretty toasted on the outside and
Nice and rare and juicy warm on the inside. A couple minutes it'll moo, and that's when we know it's done.
do you have any advice? People talking about how well done or how rare they like it. You're obviously on the rare side
I
here.
like the rare side. It keeps more of the vitamins in there.
And the juices.
And the juices. A well-done piece of meat has a tendency to be a little more tough. So I'd say most people prefer theirs light pink. And the farther south you go, the more well done they like their meat.
The farther south in the States you go?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You get into Texas, those people down there, boy, they like it burnt black on both sides.
Uh-huh. Well, there's some tough meat in Texas. I can testify to that. But the meat at New Pioneer has been pretty darn good. All
Meat
right.
at New Pioneer is excellent.
Cleanliness, flavor.
I've been in this business for 30 years, and I've cut up some of the better pieces of meat in my life at New Pioneer.
So we're getting meat from a couple different sources. I know Larry Black is one of the people that's worked with us in meat.
And we get it also out of Childress, Texas from B3R, which is a natural company, and they air freight it into us on Fridays. So our meat's good and fresh all the time. The meat we get from Larry Black is just superb. It comes in hanging, and it's real fresh, along with the pork. The pork is from Bill Welsh, and we get that in on Fridays also.
Now, Welsh is a source of our organically fed chicken breast, right?
And organic fed turkeys.
So we're going to do turkeys again this year?
Yes, we are.
All right. Those are really good and really popular.
Yeah, they are. They are. They're an excellent bird.
All right. Well, let's take a look at what's going on. Are we about coming down the home stretch here?
I think we're getting pretty close here.
Sure. My garlic is getting too... Now, this garlic is supposed to be... The directions say this garlic is going to be kind of charred. So we're not going to let its appearance frighten us. Okay, I think that one back there is about ready.
I do believe we got a T-bone that's ready too.
It's sprizzling.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, you're both grabbed for the tool at the same time. Let's bring some of our product off of the grill. Where shall I set these here?
Just to make sure that
Okay,
I didn't goof up, we'll just...
You want to come over and test that in front over here where we
Sure,
can take
I
a
can.
look? So you want to make sure that you got it to the level of doneness that you like.
You get a plate for me there? There we go. Thank you. As you can see, it's a little dark on the outside, but once we get on the inside,
I must confess, it smells very good.
we are there.
Oh, not done enough.
Yeah, it is.
There's the dilemma, huh?
There's the dilemma.
We'll bring some vegetables over here. Okay. Good. So what else have we got going here? Let's see how our vegetables are doing. They look pretty good.
They look like they're pretty good.
Do you think your pork is about ready?
I do believe that pork is ready.
All right, let's put that on a plate
We
here.
can put that pork, and how about the sausages?
Yeah, if they're done, bring them over here and
Yeah, the sausages, when you put them on, you just have to just get them good and warm because they're already pre-cooked.
boy, this brings out the meat eater in you. I guess it's already there in you, huh?
I think so.
It emerges in me periodically.
There
All right.
we go.
Good. So let's not forget our vegetable here. Okay. So we're going to work some more with our garlic. We'll give the garlic a little minute more. Okay.
Well, it's a big old piece of garlic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's awful big. Okay, well let's take a look here and we'll set out our plates. Oh, we didn't put the cherry tomatoes on. We're going to do that right now. Give them just a minute. And let's put some sandwiches together here. We're going to take a little break and be right back, and we'll show you what we've done with this. Well, we've got a nice spread going here, and I'm just going to finish up a little bit of this work with the garlic and the bread. So I'm going to put my bread on. I'm just going to toast it real lightly. And we'll take a look at our grilled head of garlic. Well, it looks pretty rugged, doesn't it? It's kind of dark. What we're going to do now is break off some of these cloves. Break them off from the main head. We'll let you mind the bread, if you will. And then we're going to break them out of their little husks. And they're very soft and tender inside. And it will be very tasty to serve that on our garlic bread. So here's the toasted garlic inside of the clove. We'll pop it out, just like that. And that will be a delicious garlic clove topping for our bread that we're toasting.
But they go pretty good in those baked potatoes.
They might. They very well might. So it looks kind of sooty, but actually tastes really good. Another thing you can have, if your focus is on the vegetables, nice to make a little spicy mustard sauce. We have some red peppers and mustard and mayo, and it's just great to dip your vegetables in that. Really helps add some pizzazz. So show us what we got, Maurice. This was the jerk.
Yeah, that was the pork jerk.
With sort of the spicy Jamaican style seasoning. It comes already seasoned right at the meat market. And we've got the
hot Italian sausage.
Okay, and he's just going to eat it like it's a bratwurst.
Just like a bratwurst. You bet.
Little
No
green
fuss,
onions.
no muss.
And here we have your favorite.
1.5 inch thick porterhouse, just cooked rare. Boy, is it going to be good.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us, and I'd like to thank Maurice Finn, Meat and Seafood Manager, for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
For New Pioneer Presents Meat on the Grill, I'm your host, Theresa Carbrey. Join us again.